Redwood Empire, Grizzly Beast. Stumbled on this on a fluke. They make great, great bottles. Here we go. Hey, it's Matt, Bourbon Banters 2020. Today's review is going to be Redwood Empire. This is going to be my second take, and the reason why I had to do a second take on a Cooper's Craft, and I'm doing a second take on this because I recorded. It was when Hurricane Hillary, and when it got to us, it was tropical storm rain. You know, I'm in California, and it rains what 10 days a year on an El Nino, 30 days a year. This thing, it pounded for a day. We had earthquakes. Yeah, we had earthquakes. I was doing the reviews and I had probably 6 I did, and this was the last one I did. And when I transferred everything from the camera to the computer so I could start editing, I was a mess. I was a train wreck. I cringed when I'm looking at myself going, oh, that is terrible. So I figured, why in the hell not? I'm gonna go ahead, redo it, so you guys can understand what I'm saying. Hopefully it helps even more. So this bottle here, I go rolling in. I'm gonna pour me a glass. Oh, sound good. I go into Albertson and I chat with one of the guys that leave comments that follow this channel, Troy. I go into, because I polished off the old tub, finished it. He goes, hey man, I'd like you to try this. He's shipping me out of Cooper's Craft, a couple other things for me to do, because I can't get Cooper's Craft out in California, but I end up scoring one out of state, luckily, and he's actually sending me one, because I sent him a bottle that he can't get, and I think he's sending me an early times. I can't find an early times. I'm gonna do a bunch of, you know, comparisons and reviews and stuff like that once those things come in, because he kind of surprised me saying, hey, I sent you a couple things. Cool, I'll take it. With that being said, I ran out of, he wanted me to pair something up with Old Tub, so I'm like, all right, I'll go down to the Albertsons, 5 minutes away, and I'll pick me up an Old Tub, 25 bucks, no big deal. And I see this baby sitting in the case. They only got one left. I have not seen it. Well, no, I have seen it, but there's one left. So I grabbed the lady, got the key, got it, bought it, called my buddy Jeff. I go, hey, do you have a Grizzly Beast? He goes, yeah. So he reads me the mash bill and the lot, what is it? Batch number, and his was 2. This is batch 3 of Grizzly Beast. So this is where it gets interesting. So I'm like, okay, sounds good. I think I'll grab one of those things. And what did I pay? I don't even know. Did I even write this down? Anyways, I will run down the spreadsheet. I think I paid I can't believe I didn't write it down. I did not write it down. I think I paid like 85 bucks for this thing. Yeah, it's on the steep end, I think. But I personally like Redwood Empire. I like the Lost Monarch. I like the Emerald Giant. I like the Pipe Dream. Those are their base models. And then I got Rocket Top, which is a rye. All their bottles are great. Whoever blends them, makes them, whatever, they have a kick-ass palate. They know what they're doing. So I'm like, I'm going with Redwood. Anything that Redwood comes out, I've yet to have a bad bottle. Base model bottles, kick-ass. I'll take those over anything that's 70, 80 bucks. Just because of the flavor that you get out of them. That's why I'm here. Got lucky, had to go pick up the Old Tub. Found this, picked it up, last one. And it's batch 3. So I'm gonna run this thing down. It's Redwood Empire, straight Grizzly Beast, or straight bourbon whiskey, and it's Grizzly Beast. It's a bottle and bond, 100 proof, 5 years. And this thing, I liked it before I even cracked it open, based on the 100% disclosure of what it is. And they got it on the back of the bottle. So I'm not even gonna read off my sheet, I'm gonna read it off of the bottle. It says, bottle and bond, straight bourbon whiskey. Distilling season, spring 2018. Bottling, June 2023. Lot size, 105 barrels, batch number 3. Mash bill, 68 corn, 20% rye, 5% wheat, 5% mom barley, and 2% tritetical. And what I had to look it up, never heard of it, That is a cross, a grain that is cross, like in between or crossbred between a wheat and a rye grain. So I don't work on a farm. I don't grow grains. So it's a blend or a hybrid of wheat and rye. So I don't know. Is a 5-grainer? Who knew 5 grains? Trititical. I'm trying. Trititical, I would say. Obviously, I've had it. Already did 1 take. Loved it. And I even said the same thing on that review. This thing is damn tasty, and if I could find another one, I would. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the nose. It's very mute on the nose. It's not like it's just kicking you. A little fruity, a little musty type, like maybe a moss, a light moss, but not like a bad smelling moss, but like kind of like a mossy type. And maybe a little mint and clove. All right, to the palate. Very light. First front of the palate, kind of very smooth, slowly accelerating flavor. Very light, maple syrup, brown sugar, and cinnamon. And it's starting to push down on that pedal there. And then it kind of goes into like a butter and like a clove. Doing it again. I poured me a good one here. Still consistent. Very light maple syrup, brown sugar, cinnamon with a background of a little clove. I don't want to say mint, but it's going to be clove. It's definitely clove in there. But it's not like, it's like the flavor volume is turned up to like a 9 or a 10, but the distortion is reduced. So it's just so clean. I don't want to keep saying smooth. It's so clean, soft, but I think with the clove, it just kind of keeps that tingling going on the palate while everything else comes and goes with the brown sugar, the cinnamon, and then it just kind of settles into like butter. I'm not saying like chew on a bar of butter, but like the butter you get when you make your eggs, it's that butter flavor that just kind of makes you feel warm. And you did your eggs right. I'm gonna go again. I think I got 2 more sips on here. I'm gonna see if I can keep talking. All right, this is gonna be for the finish, palate and finish. Yeah, still like you get like a musty smell in there, but it's like a dry, musty smell. But you're getting the fruit and a little bit of mint and the clove on there. So it's not bad, not good. I wouldn't, hey, if you just had to go off a smell, not good at all. I was like, it's all right, it's all right. You buy booze to drink it, but smelling it's part of it. But this is like a slow increase on flavor. You get that slow increase of that maple syrup, brown sugar, cinnamon, with a little bit of clove, and then it kind of just rests into like some butter for a little while. This is probably one of the easiest drinking with great flavor that is just right to satisfy the palate. So I got one more, give it the finish, but the finish is kind of settling into like syrup and cinnamon with a little hint of clove and butter. So here we go. Still, palate, same thing. Hey, this bottle here, this is batch 3. I'm sure obviously they probably come out 1, 2, and 3. If you find, it's like a dark red label, and also these bottles are cool, classic. They got cool artwork on the front. It's a simple but elegant bottle that Redwood Empires makes, and it's on all of them. Anybody that's not sure about Redwood Empire, get it. You can't go wrong with any of the bottles that they have on their base models, and the base models are relatively inexpensive. You can get between 25 bucks, 35 bucks for any one of them. This one, obviously, I think I paid more. I think I paid 85 bucks for it, but it's a limited 5-year kick-ass fucking bottle. That's all I can say. So if you see this thing, don't hesitate, buy it. I'm not gonna say buy it for 200 bucks, but if you had to pay for it, if you had an asshole liquor store owner that had it up for sale, there's a limit. This thing is a kick-ass bottle, great bottle any day for 85 bucks. if the guy wants to jack it up on you, the most I'd probably pay for this thing, I'd probably pay maybe no more than 120, 130 bucks. I know, I don't want you to go out and, you know, go, man, I paid 130 bucks because that fucking Matt dude just said it's worth it, and it's not. Hey, you got to make your own decisions, but that's what I would do. I would pay no more than 120 bucks, knowing what's in it. Would I, if I saw this again for 85 bucks, I would buy a second one just to, you know, store it. And it's a 5 grain. For 100 bucks, I think it's still a good buy. 130 bucks, you're pushing the limit. So, but what makes this great is the price, the flavor, and what you get inside. You get the, and full disclosure. Right there, that's 50 bucks, that's $50 right there for me. 50 bucks. I want full disclosure. Let me know what's inside there. They know, the people that bottle it know what's in it. Why don't you tell us? So if you're gonna make me, you're gonna make my ass chap, just say no age statement, no mash bill, unknown, all this bullshit, and I'm gonna fat mouth you. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna talk shit about you because that's what I'm gonna do. So I got this fucking fly on my ass. It's a great bottle. If you can find it, you know, they got 105 barrels. I don't know how many bottles a barrel makes, but it's a lot. But I would say if I had to guess 105 barrels, I could be way off. I'm guessing probably 200,000 bottles. I don't know. 100,000 bottles is a shitload. I don't know. What's in a barrel? 55 gallons divided by 75, what's a fucking 750 milliliter? How many milliliters go into a gallon? All right, you know, I'm gonna do the math. Hang on. All right, back with you. Did the math, tried to do some calculation. I got this fly that is fucking killing me. All right, 105 barrels equate to like 240 to 300, 750 milliliter bottles. So that equates to, this is probably between, I'm sorry, I thought it was more than 25,000 to 32,000 bottles of this made. So it's rare. I'm sorry, it's rare. But if you see it, pick it up. It's worth it. It's 100% worth it. You know, does it change my view on the value per bottle if it goes up to 130? No, I think that's the most I'd ever pay for that. 85 bucks to 90 bucks on this thing. It's a gold mine because it's got some great flavors and it's subtle. It's not like it's kicking you in the nuts and slapping you in the ass as you're falling over. It's tasty all the way through with some subtle flavors. So, hey, get it if you can find it, and like and subscribe, share it, pass the word. Hopefully this review helped you out. I'm Matt, I'll talk to you later.